Presented by That Time I Got Reincarnated in the same world as an anime podcaster, this is Shonen Jumping the Gun, the show where we set our sights on the first chapter of a manga and decide if it's a misfire or a bullseye.
Let's see how many rounds are in this magazine.
On this episode of Shonen Jumping the Gun, Bleach. Welcome, everybody. I am your hollow slang host, Kermit the Grog, here with my Soul Society senpai, Isekai Sensei Sama Brad. Brad, how you doing?
Keto number 63.
Sure. We only read the first chapter, bud.
I don't know how many there are. Oh, there's 100. No, I do know that. Wait a minute. Anyway.
Future vision. Welcome, everybody. We're covering Bleach, and this is our special 20 episode.
Sort of.
Special edition.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Because when I was upgrading my computer, I was moving some files from the old one to the new one, and I found this, ancient decades-old file, that I've just been sitting on for ages that seemed like it was kind of doing what the show is doing. And very fittingly for Bleach. Brad, do you have anything to add on this?
Well, so we gave this file a listen. It's, I mean, you're going to hear it. It's very interesting. It's sort of serendipitous that we would find this so close to our episode 20, where we like to go back and look at older series. And we just so happened to find someone who was doing that, except at the time.
Yeah. An old look at a then new series.
Yeah. So yeah, we got really lucky with this. It's a good thing you upgrade your computer when you did, I guess. But yeah, I really hope that people enjoy this. It's going to be a look into the past, really. Yeah. And also, that's sort of like history of podcasting as well.
A little bit, yeah. This is a bit of a time capsule. So everybody enjoy this time capsule of Bleach.
Okay, go sit over there. No, just sit down.
I'm sit here?
Right, yeah, right
there. What if I
there.
sat over here?
No, you have to be close enough to the microphone.
Oh, do we have to share a mic?
I already started recording. Be quiet.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast, the Strong Sad Manga Podcast. I didn't come up with a better name yet.
More like a dumb cast with my dumpy brother.
Strong Red, stop ruining the podcast. You're only here because Pom Pom was away.
That's because Pom-Pom's way cooler, and they needed to replace somebody of similar or greater coolness, and that's why I'm here.
At least Pom Pom actually speaks Japanese.
Yeah, he gets us those cool Stenko Man tapes from Japanland.
Today we're going to be looking at a new manga that I got called Bleach.
More like black.
No, it's called Bleach. Get it right.
Because it makes me want to vomit.
You didn't even read it yet.
Okay, you got me there.
Bleach, that's my favorite after-dinner drink.
Get out of here, King of Town. You weren't invited or allowed into my house after last time.
Ooh. Okay, scoot closer. We're gonna read it together.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We start over the night in Karakura Town. There's a lady who seems to be leaping through the sky, who says she senses a strange spirit energy.
She seems like a real dangerous type because it looks like she had to jump.
And then there's a nice cover spread where we see that lady.
And this other guy over here. They both got swords. Okay, that's pretty cool. You're winning me over.
Now it's the morning in Karakura Town. And we meet our protagonist, Ichigo Strawberry Kurosaki.
Oh, and he's got, what is this, a special skill? Oh, bam, he totally kicked that dude in the face. He's fighting off a bunch of punks.
I knew you'd like it.
They're calling him a berryhead, but why is he beating them all up?
Ichigo seems to be really upset about the fact that they knocked over a vase.
That's weird. Let's see, he's 15 years old, he's got hair color orange, eye color brown, occupation high school student. Man, this guy's rad.
And then on the next page, he can see ghosts.
Wow, how spooky.
This little girl seems to have some trouble.
This little girl seems like she's a ghost.
The guys are really scared. So after Ichigo beat them up, they're apologizing to the ghost. That vase must have been for her.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's pretty cool. You could see and talk to ghosts. You go down to the cemetery, the graveyard, and you'll be like, hey, ghosts. What's going on, ghosts? That's pretty cool power.
Ichigo's now going to his family's clinic. His dad is kicking him as soon as he walks in the door.
Bam, he bopped him right in the face. Give him a little bit of the 1-2 action. I don't like domestic violence. It's okay, big guy. It's just in a comic book. It's nothing to worry about, bud. Man, Ichigo and his dad are really butting heads, literally.
His little sisters are telling them that they need to stop fighting.
It looks like Ichigo's got a new ghost friend. It looks like a businessman. A business ghost.
It seems that only one of his sisters can see the ghosts. It also says that his dad can't see ghosts either. What are you talking about? To cheat?
Hey, what are you talking about, bud? He can't see ghosts. He may not be able to see ghosts, but it looks like he's mourning his wife, who is now a ghost. His hot wife. His hot ghost wife. Man, this dude's got issues.
That's a very big picture of his deceased wife.
This is a very weird family. Even weirder than you, crapface.
That's not a very nice thing to say. Well, moving on, Ichigo goes to his room, and there's a black butterfly. In Japanese culture, black butterflies often signify death.
That's pretty metal. Man, there she is. It's that lady from before. What the?
She doesn't seem to care that Ichigo is there, but he can see her.
It can kick her. Bam! Whack! Katow! I mean, he just kicks her once, but...
This is a very violent family.
Please stop fighting! I know, big guy. Hopefully... Oh my gosh, now the dad's back! Come on! You're making my bro upset.
Ichigo is saying that there's a lady here, but his dad is like, I don't see anyone here. That really sounds like a spoiler. I don't want to know anything about his dad. I'll read about it later.
The cheat always gets to know that cool stuff before we seem to get to it. He's the best. We gotta cool down the cheat.
This lady introduces herself as a Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper! It's my new metal band! And uh-oh, there's a weird blood monster doing something! I don't really know yet.
Oh no. It seems like that little ghost girl from earlier has gotten eaten.
That's the ghost girl from before? Wow! This manga's actually kind of cool, maybe. It looks like this Soul Reaper lady is here to vanquish an evil spirit. Now Ichigo's flipping a table that's listed caution for use in sight gags only. I thought only we could do that.
They're not called whimsical pictures for nothing. Ichigo can see ghosts, but he doesn't know anything about Soul Reapers, which this lady seems really confused about.
She goes, bam, sigh, binding spell to first, and Ichigo's arms are held behind his back. Like a good henchman, except it's magic.
Spirit magic.
And weird, it looks like she's been alive. She says she's been alive for 10 of his lives. She's very old, but she looks very young.
It's a little scary how she says that if it wasn't for the laws, she'd just kill him.
Yo, that's kind of messed up, yo. And it looks like she's gonna kill Ichigo, and oh man, she killed that business spirit guy from before.
She's putting him to rest. She's not killing him.
He's being sent from what she says to the Soul Society.
And he gets sucked in through a portal.
Go rest, ghost.
Putting souls to rest is one of the duties of a Soul Reaper.
He's like a Grim Reaper, or Soul Reaper. A Grim Soul Reaper, dumb with bow. She says there's 2 types of souls out there. The good ones and the bad ones.
There's good spirits who are whole, and there's bad spirits who are hollow.
More like how about you guys turn the page. I want to know what happens next. Ah, Homestar, how'd you get in here? Get out of here. Wow. How do people keep getting in here? I swear I locked all the doors before we started this. Half the town's busting through.
The Soul Reaper lady is telling Ichigo all about how the spirits work, and then she draws on his face.
She says she's here to get a hollow that's here and vanquish it. Because it's another thing a Soul Reaper does. But lame, she can't even find it. What kind of a Soul Reaper is she?
It seems like the hollow is showing up just about now.
Vroom, kafoosh, wow! The cry of a hollow. Squawk! It seems like Ichigo picked up on it before the lady. Maybe he is pretty cool. Beating up thugs, seeing ghosts, having big spirit energy. And the lady runs off before he could do anything while he's still stuck here. Oh, that's pretty lame.
But they leave Ichigo's room, and one of his sisters is in the hall and hurt.
But he's stuck and he can't do anything. Come on, Ichigo, fight it. Fight through it.
Ichigo's broken out of the binding spell on all of his own power.
No one's ever done that before. That was just a dude. Wow. He grabs a baseball bat and goes to fight the hollows.
It seems that one of the hollows has attacked them and broken into the house.
And broken a bunch of stuff. Oh no, a hole through the wall. His dad.
And the hollow's taken his little sister.
Oh no, he's coming out with the bat. Get him, Ichigo.
Looks like the bat didn't do any good at all. I'd call that a strike.
Coach C, how'd you get in here too? Where is everybody coming from?
Good job!
Yeah, out of here. Oh man, we're back to the comic now, and oh my gosh, Ichigo's so doomed, the hollow's gonna bop him. But it's the sword lady.
The Soul Reaper comes to save him and chops into the hollow's arm.
And Ichigo catches his little sister. And despite all the damage, the hollow hasn't eaten any of their souls yet. Well, that's good.
The hollow seems to be attracted to them because Ichigo and his sister have a lot of spirit energy. The cheat! I said stop spoiling things!
The samurai lady has never seen anybody who could see a Soul Reaper before that was just a human. This is new and exciting!
Oh, the hollow's attacking now and takes out the Soul Reaper lady. Ichigo seems to be getting really pissed off.
He's getting real mad. I have a lot of spirit energy! I bet you do, big guy. Ichigo stands up and he says, "Fight me like a man!" Even though he's completely defenseless, so I don't know how that's gonna go for you, buddy.
The Soul Reaper lady's jumped in front of the hollow and has been bitten.
She's getting chewed up in there in them teeth. Things are not looking good. She's too injured to fight now. What are we gonna do?
She has an idea. All she has to do is stab Ichigo through the heart and convey her Soul Reaper powers to him.
She's got a big sword, which is the sequel to my band, Big Knife. But is he gonna do it? She says place the point of her Zanpakuto.
It's called a Zanpakuto.
Sure, nerd. But if he gets stabbed, he will get the powers of a Soul Reaper for a little while.
This is why I prefer Pom Pom.
Well, you got me, the S to the B strong pad. His family hurt Ichigo. He's like, I gotta do it. I gotta stab myself with the sword.
Ichigo's made up his mind. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna stab himself on his sword. And oh my gosh, the lady, the Soul Reaper, finally has introduced herself as... Nerd, say the name.
It's not that difficult. It's just Rukia Kuchiki.
And Ichigo finally also introduces himself. There's all sorts of introductions. It's finally time. He stabs himself. Wow.
And then there's a large explosion of what I can only assume is spirit energy.
So much spirit energy because he's so cool.
And the hollow's arm is immediately sliced off.
And now Ichigo's wearing this cool black cloak and he's got a big sword. Even bigger sword. The biggest sword. His sword is maximum.
Now Rukia's gi has turned white, which symbolizes that she's passed her Soul Reaper power over to Ichigo.
Wow, he took all the powers and he's gonna fight the hollow. He is the coolest.
He makes short work of the hollow, which makes me wonder why Rukia couldn't do it earlier. Maybe it was because her sword wasn't as big.
It's pretty lame she couldn't get it done with her sword, so it must be the bigger your sword, the bigger your power level. And Ichigo slays the hollow, and now he's a high school student and a Soul Reaper. Not a bad gig.
And then on the final page, there's a little drawing. Someone else has shown up. I wonder who it could be. We'll have to find out next time on Chapter 2 of Bleach.
Of Bleach.
Okay, Strong Bad. Now that we've read the chapter, this is where you need to tell me if you liked it or not.
I thought, meh, it's fine. You know, it's got cool big swords and ghosts, but it was just kind of meh.
I think this was really amazing. And if anything, it'll be a game changer. A supernova, if you will.
A super nerd.
Do you want to read the rest of it? I have the full tankabon.
Don't go jumping the gun, nerd. Call me when the Japanimation is out. I'm out of here.
Well, I guess that segment is over. I hope everyone listening had a good time.
I had a good time, Strong said.
Homestar, what are you still doing here?
I wanted to see the ending.
Fine, just sit over there and be quiet.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for listening to my podcast. Make sure to check out my full review on my blog, Strongsad's Litany of Crushed Hopes and Dreams. And stay tuned for the next episode.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this really special episode. We were really happy that we found this and then could share it with all of you, because I know this is very hard to come by and find online now, so happy to bring it to you. And with that out of the way, Brad, hit me with them plugs.
Well, yeah. So, as always, we do want to thank Sugoi Mart for partnering with us. Sugoi Mart's a retailer of Japanese snacks, drinks, toys, and merch, and they got lots of cool stuff you can't get to outside of Japan. Our listeners can check the link in the description or use code APR15 at checkout to get 15% off their first order. And, of course, we want to know what people think, so hit us up on social media. You can find all the links for those on our website, animepodcasterreincarnation.com. You can also leave comments about these episodes, as well as find other posts and reviews. We've got a Discord where you can chat with us, and we've also got a Patreon where you can get perks like bonus episodes, getting to vote on which series we cover on heroin addiction, as well as getting the high-quality stereo version of the podcast early. And, of course, we got to shout out our patrons. So at our Reincarnator tier, we've got Moon and Cake Dwarf. At our Merchant tier, we've got Kill Hour. And last but not least, at our Commoner tier, we've got Rena. Thanks so much to all our patrons.
And thank you once again for listening. Make sure you listen to our mainline podcast, That Time I Got Reincarnated in the Same World as an Anime Podcaster. And Brad,
It's over!
on today's episode of Shonen Jumping the Gun, when you've got a stain you can't clean, try Bleach.
Black, because it makes me want to vomit. Hey, rhinoceros around? Garbage brave. Revenge story of a hero who has been thrown away after being summoned to another world. 'Twas the pride of the peaches, eh? I put homamade on the box. Looks like it says homemade.
I'm not selling snowballs. I'm selling destiny.
Get me a drink. Oh, my God, get me a drink.
That's my favorite drink.
Oh, come back, Allie. Come back, Allie's sister.
Okay, I'll open up the glove barks.
Perducci's. The big guy.